parents and grandparents and other guests who are with us this afternoon for our 6th grade musical program. Before I continue with my remarks, I do want to also thank the 6th grade for coming in such a nice, orderly manner. You know, you hear all the time, you turn on the news media time, and you hear from different people at different times. You know, kids today, they just can't behave, they can't do this, they can't do that. And that is what's going on. You guys demonstrate every time you come in for a program of this nature, or you are involved in some type of program, you come in such a respectful, orderly manner, you kind of cooperate with me and other teachers, you demonstrate that you can. You can. It's not about gender, it's not about ethnicity, it's not about being in the band, out of the band, an athlete, not an athlete. It's what's right here in your heart. And so I want you students to know how much I appreciate that when you come in such a nice, orderly manner, have a seat, and get ready for the program. I do want to take an opportunity to talk to our parents just briefly about kind of what you're getting ready to see. At the middle school, we have something called the exploratory wheel. And the exploratory wheel is a part of our overall curriculum in which students spend 9 weeks exploring music, and then another 9 weeks exploring computer literacy, and then art, and then family consumer sciences. So these students have been in the 6th grade music program during this last 9 weeks. So their time in practicing is limited because the class periods are only about 40 minutes a day. And so by the time they get into their classes and get organized and get ready to go, they kind of have a limited amount of time to put on a program of this nature. So keep in mind, it's not a Broadway show, and it's not even at the high school level or anything of that nature. But Ms. Ross and her students have worked very, very hard to put together this particular program for you all and for the rest of the 6th grade. With that being said, as with all show business, there's always things that, variables in that equation that occur that of which you have no control over. And I think, if I recall correctly, 2 of the lead parts, is that right? 2 of the lead parts today were not able to be in school. So Ms. Ross and her students had to really adapt very quickly this morning and try to make some adjustments. So we ask that you'll kind of give them the benefit of the doubt if they're having to sort of work through some of the lines and some of the songs. But again, we do appreciate Ms. Ross working very, very hard on the program as well as these students. With all that being said, here's my expectation of you all today. And it's a very simple expectation, that you treat your classmates with the absolute utmost respect. The utmost respect. Some of you have already been in the first 9 weeks and the second 9 weeks program, so you know how nervous it is to be out there. And people ask me all the time, when I get ready to speak before a group, you know, well, are you nervous? I go, yeah, I'm nervous. I go, you've done it a long time. I go, yeah, but I still get nervous every single time, to include now, because you want things to go well. Well, if you're nervous and you're 60 years old, you can imagine when you're 11 or 12 years old, you're plenty nervous. So the bottom line is, I expect you all to treat your classmates with the utmost respect and just to listen carefully to their program, to applaud when it's appropriate to applaud. But keep in mind, somebody may miss a line, their voice may squeak, or whatever the case may be every once in a while, but we want you to treat it with the utmost respect. With that being said, I talked with you all the other day before the 6th grade career program, and your behavior was excellent during the career day. We had our 6th grade Black History Month program on Monday with Mrs. Johnson, and your behavior was excellent. And so I expect your behavior to be excellent again today. Because number one, with the good Lord's help, that's the right thing. But equally important, it reinforces to you over and over and over that you can do it. As students, you can come in to a program of this nature, watch carefully, be very respectful to your peers. So again, it's very important to reinforce that to you as you go through this middle school process. Because just as much as your academic education is important, it's also important to reinforce to you certain values and qualities, hopefully that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. I do want to make one other quick announcement, and that is we have some young people in our booth. Would you all step out of the electronics booth? Because without these girls making it happen, it would not happen. Anybody else in there? Yep. So if you would, before we start, give them a big round of applause. In the 8th grade exploratory